Hey guys, it's Ashley with Love's Intuition Tarot, and we are here for your daily message for what is coming up from God's perspective. So this is where God gets a chance to talk through me to you about fate side of things, what's happening in the world for us all as a collective, and where that's going. And I know right before I got on here, heavily God was saying I want to talk a lot more about to people about like the judgment period that is happening right now, and how that leads into the quote-unquote Great Reset, the Grand Conjunction on the 21st of December, and what that will mean after. It's all for the purpose of giving justice. When it comes to the judgments, like we're in the year of judgment, we're in the year of card number 20, and we're at the back end of it, which means it's like double energy of judgment. As we move into the year 2021, the final year of the tarot and of the life of I don't know what's happening right now. Basically, as we move into the year of the world card, it's all about the world giving out wands for manifestation. If you notice on the world card, if you have ever looked at tarot, hold on. If you've ever looked at tarot, here it is. This card and this one. The World card and the Magician card. It's the only two cards that essentially have that same wand. Sorry, he's talking to me and it's distracting me. It's the only two cards that have that same wand here, and it's because the world gives out these wands to magicians, to people who have learned all of the lessons of a magician. If you notice on the card, he's got all of the suits on his table. The cups, the pentacles, the sword, and he's got a wand on his table. And then the world gave him a magician wand. It's because he learned all the lessons of the tarot. That's what made him a magician, and it's what will make you a magician. Able to manifest, basically. Able to utilize energy and yourself all the way down to a cellular level, with the help of God and the metaphysical, to manifest your dreams. Essentially, for over each year, right? I'm going to give you a little quick lesson. Each year, the entire set of tens in the tarot play out in astrology. For 3 months, you learn love lessons, you learn cups lessons. For 3 months, you learn pentacles lessons. For 3 months, you learn pentacles lessons are like finance lessons and being stable with money. Then you also learn the lessons of the wands. You go from 1 to 10 in this 3 months. Each portion of these 3 months would essentially focus on the lessons of what that card is. Obviously other things come into play on that, but and then there's also then there's the lessons of wands, and that's putting plans into action, and the lessons of swords, which is about what's in your thoughts, your logic, and making logical decisions and right choices, using free will choice properly. So basically when 12/21 hits, that's going to be the very start of when the world starts handing out wands to people who have done all their lessons. And for that entire year, more and more people will receive that as they finish off their lessons. The point of the Great Reset, God has told me, is essentially to get as many people on the right lesson that they need, you know what I mean, from the start, if they're not ready yet. So that's what the whole point of the judgment period is right now. All he's doing is judging where you need to be next, and who with, and because he wants to plan out the best route for you, and he's enlightening a lot of people and waking them up to him. The easiest way to manifest God is to literally teach yourself what he would look like, sound like, talk like, laugh like, what he would say, what he would do, what's his personality to you. In all reality, he's meant to embody belief. He's meant to embody authenticity. He's meant to embody unconditional love, and he's meant to embody gratitude. And at the same time, he's also meant to embody understanding the opposite concepts of those two, because God is complete. He's Alpha and Omega, start and finish, good and bad, blah, 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 which means he has gone through all of it. He's teaching us in these lessons how to go through all of this the way he did. There's a lot of people who already understand a lot of these lessons, and so they don't see it. There's also people who are just blind to these lessons. They're asleep. With this great reset, there's going to be a lot of keys unlocking here in people. Very specifically in darkly low frequency energetic men. They're all about to go through a spiritual awakening that's going to unlock their heart so that God can start working in them in a way that he's thus far been unable to. That's some of the channeled things he's been telling me. Yeah, so he's saying that there's tower moments coming up here. They're divinely being done. So a tower moment is a very significant event. This is, I'm believing that he's talking about beyond the Great Reset, beyond this 1221 thing I'm talking about. This would be like beforehand. You're going to see you could see a divinely done tower moment in your life, like something that's what that would be is spilt cups in love. Remember how I just said, so this tarot part is very specifically for what I just said, the most recent, about how the dark's hearts are going to be opening to love. Part of how that's going to happen is if they're not ready, if their heart isn't open, if that does make sense, that you are dealing with a closed off hearted person, there's going to be a tower moment coming, or that not closed off hearted, but more like someone who hasn't learned their lessons in love properly, like they'll still repeat the cycles of love. There's going to be a tower moment, and it's going to divinely be done. It's going to require patience, and it's going to make you upset, because it's almost like you're going to find out about mistakes that were made in love or something like that. It'll cause fighting, and that's for the purpose of you to move on at the Great Reset. Your unconditional love is definitely being given, though. But the marriage, the partnership will be left out and heartbroken. This is going to happen if there is no equal and balanced love in your relationships right now. It's going to happen. If your relationships don't feel equal and balanced and they make you sad, there's going to be a divine tower moment coming up. It could be with the Great Reset, like that could be what you see with all this. Tell me for a different grouping. What if that's not the case for who's listening right now? What will happen there? Happiness. You'll be happy with the Great Reset. Tell me a little bit more. You'll be happy. So if you don't need to be separated from a person at the Great Reset, then you'll be happy and you'll have the strength to essentially do what your divine purpose is, and you'll get a wand from the world. And if you're defeated, meaning like if you're so if you're quote unquote dead, or if the person is asleep to like spiritual enlightenment completely, what will happen for that? Okay, so this is very specifically masculine energies that are asleep. They're gonna quickly, like with the Great Reset, they're gonna quickly enter into an energy of financial understanding. They'll make a choice in their thoughts about justice. This is like, the divine masculine, very specifically, type of man energy, is going to make a choice in their thoughts towards how they want to see justice really quick after this Great Reset. And essentially it says what they'll do is offer to either someone from the past or to whoever their karmic partner is, and that's going to change the tides of what happens at the blank start. So it's going to depend on whether or not the divine the person who loves him, wow, okay, literally it says it depends on whether or not the woman that loves the divine masculine, meaning the karmic, you know what I mean? He's going to make a choice. They obviously both do. Which one has ended the cycles? What that's going to do is make the divine masculine focus on what equal and balanced love is for himself, in his own personal view of what his dream life is. What if the divine masculine is awake? What if the love life is great and blah blah blah? Then you get strength to do what you know you're supposed to do within the rules of growth. Like, you'll just grow as you've been growing, is what that means. If you're sad about your own toxic cycles, or knowing that the person that you're with has not ended toxic cycles, if you know that in your thoughts right now in your partnership, and you're left out, and you're separated from them, focus on becoming this magician and hold on and save up your money. Because you're going to see growth in both the financial lessons and love lessons. They're both coming in, but it's slow. Who else would you like to talk to? I feel like we've hit a couple different groupings of people here, God. This is what I love. This is why I wanted to come away from TikTok a little more, because I can't do anything like this in 60 seconds. What else would you like to say, God? So, if you're feeling defeated in your thoughts about the judgment when it comes to the Great Reset and what's coming up after that, just understand that things are slow towards bringing in balance and justice for the whole world. So in all reality, right? Everyone's going to get a magician's wand in coming up here. It's just you guys have to put in the work on following the rules, the moral code of life, the golden rule. Do unto others as you do unto yourselves, and put in the work and seeing, in learning in real time, seeing what's happening in your life fadedly as a lesson to be learned, because they all are. They are teaching you how to manifest, and God can help you. Just manifest him first. You know what I mean? Like, just start talking to him. He'll tell you all the secrets of the world. He can show you, like, he can talk to you by, if you haven't evolved to a point where you can hear the voices, like, he'll put the right TV shows in front of you. Like, if you have questions for God, ask them, and then sometimes it takes God a while to be able to manipulate the patterns of outside world to teach you, but like, you'll be drawn to TV shows that are the answer. You'll be drawn to, you could open up the book, and I'm sure probably he can give you a quote that will relate to your question, or, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. But the whole point is to get to this 10 of Pentacles life here. The world is giving out these wands, even though sometimes it's slow, for this 10 of Pentacles life. It's a long-lasting life with all of the people that we're supposed to have in it, and the right finances and stability behind it too, and all the lessons. You know, we can't get this unless we won't screw it up. When it comes to the 10 of Pentacles lives, at the blank slate, there is a grouping of women, essentially, of divine feminines, that will need to retake the money lessons. This is happening in the toxic partnerships, like the bonded partnerships. Okay. In regards to contentment and love, with any third-party karmics that the divine masculine might be having, he's going to be walking away due to fighting and remorse for the Empress. That would be the divine feminine. There's a lot of burdens, though, towards seeing the balance and the justice, though, from a faded side still, towards the victory. Like I said, the divine money comes in time with the moon into the thoughts, and that keeps people guarded. On this side, it says, when it comes to the whole toxic partnerships things, there's going to be a balance there, because God's coming in, essentially, to start bringing in some rewards, and to start bringing in some rewards. There's still going to be confusion in love in regards to bringing these relationships into a higher frequency overall, because one person or the other is going to refuse the love offer in some way. But you need to have faith that the patterns are still going to end. Have faith, but move on. What you pray for in alone time is definitely part of your contract. So whatever. Okay, so this is getting very twin flamey. So if you're in a twin flame partnership right now, have faith and move on from like what you were praying for in alone time, but understand that it is still part of your contract. In the divine feminine thoughts, it's about working together in the next opportunity, because you have all the tools of enlightenment to hold the world as your hands. The divine truth about the change of tides, though, the divine truth about the change of tides is that what's being poured in and recognized is that a really good love relationship needs to happen in the new chapter. So basically, let me go back here. When it came to like the confusion in the alone time stuff, if you have to repeat a lesson or your person has to repeat a lesson, and you stay in alone time in the next chapter, you're just going to end up overcoming the obstacles that are keeping you stuck. Like, you're going to get like the quickie lessons. The Mercury lessons, the ones that spin really fast. Well, that's been the whole deck. So I think we'll leave it at that. I'll see if he has any just quick quips from here. Let's read the little bottom part if he has any. You pick it, you pick it, you pick it. When it comes to divine happiness in the heart, it's a lot of work here. And trying to give it, it's basically like, saying he's bringing in other people to help with the process of opening the heart in certain people here. When it comes to things that got spilled over, you're going to see a lot of things happening at once. Make sure you defend your beliefs and your decisions. Meditate a lot. You're going to look back at the past a lot. But there is definitely a happy outcome. Use the power of creativity. Because you have a complex decision to make and you need to do a lot of research, so stop procrastinating. Yeah. That's what I got for you. I'm going to leave it there. So there's a lot of fear surrounding money within the partnerships, love stuff. But this will successfully complete. There's going to be new career opportunities or gifts of money, time, and effort coming up in that way. All right? So that's what it says. I'm going to leave it with that. I hope I didn't get too jumbled. I hate when that happens because it's literally like trying to talk for myself and for someone else. So, yeah. Thanks, guys. We'll see you again here really soon.